Hey guys, what's up and welcome. It's Matthew here, the hybrid, the designer and developer. This is a continuation of a fintech app in React Native and Expo. Let me just quickly show you a demo of what we are going to build. As you can see, this is a fintech app. This is what we are going to build. Without wasting time, let's just jump straight into it. What is the tech stack? Okay, we are going to use React Native. Okay, we are going to use it with Expo. Expo is like Next.js for React.js, for pure React.js. It comes with a lot of things that makes it easier for you to create a React Native app, just like what Next.js does in pure React. Okay, so I'm here in the Expo documentation on the installation. Okay, we are going to use Expo router. Okay, I hope you understand the idea of routing. Routing is more like navigating. Okay, meaning that, let's say if I'm sending you to a certain area to buy a loaf of bread, obviously you need to know the directions to and from, 10 left, 10 right, and all those things. So routing in any application, it's something like that. It's like a way, a flow from one screen to another, one place to another, then we call that routing. So in this series we are going to use Expo router. Okay, however, Expo router it's built on top of React navigation. Okay, React navigation, let me just check. Yes, here is it. Okay, Expo is built on top of this React navigation. Okay, so with me, I started with React navigation. Okay, and then I later saw that, oh, okay, Expo also has got an Expo router that makes use of this. Okay, so if you've learned this, the Expo router will be a bit familiar. Okay, so in the channel, we are going to also use this navigation as it is. Without wasting time, let's just quickly read here. Okay, this is the recommended way on how to use the Expo router. Okay, so let's just copy this command and go to our Visual Studio Code, and we are going to paste it. And then that's it. npx create expo at expo dash app latest dash dash template tabs at 49, and that's it, guys. Okay, so in this video we only going to just install the app. Okay, so it's asking us what is the name of your app. Let me just move this up. Okay, what's the name of your app? Let me call it YT YouTube FinTech. Okay, and that's it. Okay, let's just wait and see what it's going to ask. Okay, now what it's doing is going to install all the files. Slow, maybe because of my computer or because of my internet. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to pause the video, and then I will come back when everything is done. Then we can talk about the file or folder structure or what to do from there. Okay, I'll see you now. Okay, guys, I'm back. As you can see, uh, this has finished. Don't worry about the yellow things and the warning. That's nothing to write a story about. Okay, so what we are going to do now, first things first, we are supposed to cd into this directory. Why must we do that? Simply because at the moment, as you can see, we are inside the YouTube folder, of which the application is not here. So the first way is just to cd and type this YT fintech as it is, so that in terms of the terminal, you can be inside here. But for me, this is not the best way for me to do it, because here you are on the parent folder, and here you are in the child folder. So this is not consistent. Okay, so what I would like to do, I always use Visual Studio Code to reveal this in Explorer, so that I can get inside the application, the folder that has got the application, and then I will open in Visual Studio Code. Okay, you will see the difference. Now the parent folder, it's YT fintech, which is the folder that I'm currently working on. I only see things that I want to see. I don't have to always let's go here. Okay, let me just show you here. Okay, I don't know to always click this drop down to see my application. So let me just close this. Okay, and use this one. Okay, so the first thing that we are going to do while we are explaining other things so that we can do things simultaneously, I am going to run this command. Okay, I'm going to run this project. Let's open the terminal. Okay, okay, and then from then let me type npx expo start. Okay, that means we are starting the expo project. I hope we didn't close our simulator. Okay, our simulator is here. Okay, so let's talk about the folder structure. Okay, so we are using expo router. Okay, let me just quickly talk about react, pure react, and next.js. Okay, pure react, it's a library for building efficient and fast user interfaces. Okay, but react doesn't want to do a lot of things. I would like to say, in the programming terms, React chose to stick to the single responsibility principle of the solid principle, doing one thing and only that. Now there is Next.js, which is some sort of more of a production library, okay, which is built on top of React.js. It supplies all the things that React.js chooses not to supply, like your routing, like your server-side rendering. Okay, it's more like a pimped version of React. Okay, understanding that, now let's take that to the context of React Native and Expo. Okay, React Native is more like a library for some sort of building hybrid application, meaning that both for iOS and Android. Okay, but it only does that. Okay, now there is Expo. Okay, Expo is just like Next.js. Okay, in React, in pure React, so it offers us a lot of things that makes it easier to develop an application. For instance, okay, with Expo you can install an application called Expo Go in your mobile phone, and then you can scan this with that, and your application will run on your mobile phone. Okay, you can also run an app on your web device. Okay, so for now, let me show you. Okay. For instance, here, if you press A, it will open Android. The reason why I'm opening, I will press A is because of my simulator. It's ready. This is made possible by Android Studio. Okay, that means you will have to install Android Studio, and then from then you will run the simulator, and this will show. Obviously, this is a screen from the previous project. Okay, so now I'm going to press A so that this can run in this simulator. Okay, this project of ours. Okay, so as I was saying, that Expo comes with a lot of things that makes it easier for us to, what can I say, to create a React application. And also I've got an application. Let me just type Ubomi app and see if I've got an application on Play Store that I have published, and I have used Expo. Okay, this is the application that I did for a client. It's an audiobook. I'll be very glad if you can just go and install it and try it. Okay, I have used Expo to create this application, and it's live on Google. Okay, where was I? Let me just go back. Okay, so Expo does that. Okay, let's just quickly see if the simulator is already open. Okay, what we're going to do, we are going to stop this one. Okay, stop it, and then stop this one. Okay, just to make sure that we kill this previous instance. Okay, sorry for that. I don't know why it's not moving. Stop. Okay, nice. Okay, and then let me press A here to run on Android. Okay, now I'm hoping it's going to run. Okay, okay, so I'm going to talk about what will up here. Okay, so as I've told you that Expo makes it easier for us to use React Native. It provides all those things that comes handy when you are developing an application. Okay, one of those things is routing. Okay, just like Next.js, I think Expo has adopted the file-based routing. Okay, what do I mean by that? This is what I mean. Okay, as you can see here, we've got the app folder, and then we've got the tab folder, we've got the layout, and we've got isn't there an index here? Okay, not at the moment. Okay, but file-based routing simply means the routing of the routing system of the application is based on files and folders. Okay, so meaning that, let's say I create a file name index here. Okay, meaning that this index file that I have created here will be registered in the system automatically as one of the routers. So when I want to refer or navigate to this index, okay, I will do that with ease or very simple, because the routing system is monitoring the files and checking what files do we have so that it can register them as routers automatically. Okay, obviously this is not a simple concept to explain. I understand if you don't get it at the moment, but I will explain more as we continue. Okay, and the other thing in terms of the layout, okay, as you can see in this folder called app, okay, we've got the layout, and usually in most cases there must be an index here. We are going to create that index ourselves. Just like in this folder tabs, we've got the layout and we've got an index. Okay, so let me explain according to this folder. A layout, it's more like let me look at anything that is open. Okay, if this is an application, a layout, it's more like that part of the application that holds things that don't change. For instance, in Next.js, okay, if this tab will always be here, this tab 1, irrespective of where you are, whether you go to tab 2, it's still there. Okay, it's better to put this on a layout because it's something like a template. It's something like a header and a footer in Word. Okay, something that will always be there, like page numbering. Okay, obviously the numbering will change from 1 to 5, but the text page, it's always there. So it's like you will put it. Okay, there is a knock. Let me just quickly pause. Okay, guys, I'm back. My apologies about that. So I was going to say, if you've got page 1, page 2, page 3, as you can see, page is consistent in all pages. So that will be a component that you will put on your layout because it will always be there. So a layout achieve some sort of that thing whereby you know that these things will always be there, and you will put them in the layout, and all the things that will vary and they will change. Sometimes in this layout it will have index, it will have tab 2, it will have so it's something like that. So you always have got a layout and you always got an index. An index is some sort of your entry point. Okay, so in this tab, the entry point, it's this index. That means this is going to be the first page that the system will load. Okay, when we first loaded this, it showed page 1 or something like that. Let's just quickly see if this is tab 1. As you can see, this is tab 1 screen. Okay, as you can see, this is tab 1 screen on index. Obviously this has not been some sort of the labeling, which is this one. Let me just quickly show you the labeling, which is this one, tab 1, has not been done in this screen. It looks like here is the title. Oh, okay, here is the title. This is tab 1. This tab 1 is this one. Okay, it's this one. Still, it's not the labeling. As you can see, this one is the content. It's not this one. So let me just show you where is this title coming from. Okay, let's just check the layout. um let's check our tabs here. Okay, as you can see, here are all our tabs. Here is the title. Okay, that tab 1, let me just say tab 1 test so that we can see this. Okay, practically, as you can see now, this one is tab 1 test. Okay, if you don't understand what's going on here and you feel like maybe this is a little bit complicated, don't worry, okay? Don't panic, don't be afraid. I'm going to explain everything so that this can be simple. My apologies for that. So that this can be simple. So this is our files and everything. As you can see here, because of the Expo routing, okay, we've got the tabs by default. Okay, you can see that we've got tab 1 and tab 2. Okay, when we are using React navigation, it will mean that you have to set up a lot of things. So these are the advantages that comes with Expo router. I'm not going to make this video longer than it is now. I'm Matthew Msingati, the designer and developer. Please do me a favor, shoot a comment below and ask something, or don't forget to subscribe. Otherwise, for me, Matthew Msingati, the hybrid, see you on the next one.